to be able to equip every single badge that I had on me at the time. But as it turns out, I couldn't.
Oh man. I never really know which stat to raise, because I'm always like, well, I need this badge, but I'm always running low on health, or I'm always running low on flower points. So I'm kind of like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And just like a random pick or something like that.
I think... No. Oh yeah, that's right. You know how, what did they do in the... In that, the level up screen? How it goes like, you know, it says, it describes what each of the things will do. And it goes like, heart points. And it says, great for players who lack confidence. It's like the badge points, the flower points and the badge points is like, flower points, great for people who like to use special moves. Or special attacks. And then the badge points are like, great for people who like to use badges. But no, the other one, the heart points is just like, no, if you really suck, then you need this.
Apparently she's naked without the necklace, but she's fully clothed with the necklace.
Well, there you go. That's how it's. So the necklace gives her cloudy body form, and so that's what makes her solid. And so otherwise she had to use her telekinetic powers to pull the necklace inside the room, obviously. See, it's just that the clouds just so happen to be shaped that way.
I'm sorry, but that's just wrong on all many levels. So far, Mario's been kissed by a rotten mushroom, a rat, and now a cloud.
He's one hell of a lady killer.
Yes.
Also, they're not really that shy about going like, dude, I am really lusting after you right now. It's like, oh man, like she just said immediately after she saw him, she goes, oh, aren't you a fine specimen of a man? It's like, yeah, why don't you hang out with, you know, Dr. Furter from Rocky Horror?
She literally throws herself upon him.
And you know, to get technical about it, she is not wearing any clothes besides a necklace and bracelets.
I think an earring too. Yes.
Oh, and see that? He basically gropes her to make her blow wind.
Once again, this is wrong on so many levels.
So yeah, it's not necessarily, this isn't necessarily the darkest game, but I'm pretty sure that Super Paper Mario and the first Paper Mario weren't this adult and suggestive.
No. I'm actually trying to go into the room to get that chest, and I actually have to go out of the house and then go back in. Yep, totally worth it.
So why would she have that?
Beats me.
I mean, it's a partner badge, so I suppose she was assuming that at some point she was just going to be someone's lapdog following them around everywhere.
I just realized I still have the pikmin also. I'm sorry, puny.
Oh, that... Okay, yeah, so the power of the grey Pikmin is, it makes the bad guys feel horribly depressed, and so they cut themselves, but because they're made of paper, they become immediately useless because they do so. That's the secret power of the grey Pikmin.
Totally worth it.
The thing I kind of hated about the wind thing was just that you're stuck. Is like it's never clear exactly how far into and out of the screen the wind is also reaching. It's kind of like the Castle Crashers problem.
Down comes the stage. I never really found myself using the wind that much, except to find secret areas and stuff like that.
So, how far are you actually in the game currently?
The end of chapter 2. I mean, seriously, that's... I've told myself, because the last few times that I tried to do a Let's Play, that I failed to go past the first couple of parts, and I said I'm not going to play anymore until I load, or start loading chapter 2, so
Yeah.
probably tomorrow I'll start chapter 3.
Okay, yeah, because if you'd gone, any further, like if you'd gotten up to like the chapter 4, I was gonna ask like, hey, if you would manage to kill any amazing daisies yet.
Man, those are things that are a pain in the ass if they attack.
Last time I played Paper Mario, like the only challenge in this game after you've beaten it is just doing the Pit of 100 Trials over and over. And so I'd already finished it once, so I just decided like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and that'll be my afternoon. So I'm playing through it, and I get down to like the 90s, where the amazing daisies are, and I managed to kill like 2 of them across 2 floors, but I get to this one that it has a ultra shroom, so it heals 50 hit points. And so like I have to use every single trick in the book to try and keep it on screen for at least more than 1 turn so I can kill it. And like, so like by the time I've basically, and doing this has at the time was screwing me over so badly that I was at my last hit points, and I wasn't wasting any turns healing because I knew if I did so that it would just run away. And so this is going on, and by the time I get it down to like low enough hit points that like in the next turn I could kill it, what does it do? Of course it heals itself. And then in that time I probably could have just switched over to the mouse and gotten it to steal the mushroom from it, and then eaten it. Just because by that point it was like everything. Oh wow, another level already.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because you got the damn double star points on that other thing. Oh, you picked the heart points, so you definitely
Yes.
lack confidence.
I do. And I don't know why I could have picked the badge and added the +5 heart badge. I actually add it later on. Spoiler warning. No, I do not want to enlarge my penis. Peas. I'm sorry,
Okay.
that was a bad topic.
I think you're still caught up on that podcast that I mentioned to you earlier.
Yes. Actually, it's a mix of that and the couple of spam topics that were posted on the forums. I don't know if you had saw it.
Yes, I have. That's always the kind of problem with, you know, letting unregistered users post on your forums. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, we're not going into that.
No. We weren't paid money to do this.
Wait, the filthy air outside of the spotlight repelled me. What? This is like anime level of kind of stupid writing. It's hilarious and it's intelligent in its own way, but it's It's the same way that like all of the in any anime ever, there's always a character that's got some super tragic backstory, and it's impossible to care enough.
That's why I changed her out. Coins.
I would not want to play this game again for how much I would just keep doing that at every single bush everywhere, just in case there were coins. It's not even as like a stay over of my kind of rupee addiction in Zelda, just because it's like it's they because those bushes are very overtly there.
They're just calling out. And it's the Eskimo people again.
I love this. The like the actual characterization of like everything in this game, like especially like amongst the enemies, like the Koopas and the Goombas and stuff. They all actually have names and personalities that they say that that none of the other games mention. That's one of the reasons why I love these games so much. And in this, like, oh, dude, I don't want to fight him. I can't. I think at one point one of them does say it. But it's like it's the sort of thing you expect to be like, man, I got a wife and 2 kids at home. I mean, I don't want to die to this guy, and I know I'm definitely gonna die to this guy if I fight him. I mean, he's a heartless monster. Have you seen the things that he crushes under the soles of his feet?
I like the one X-Naut that during one of the cutscenes after the chapter, it's like, "What's up, dude? Sir? Dude, sir?"
It's like, yeah, I can't. After having read the Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller comic, and how they. I'm forgetting what the gang was, but like the gang all in that, like the gang that keeps on overtaking Gotham in that, they all like have this really specific dialect, and like it sort of makes me imagine like all of these X-Nauts are just like the same sort of like teenagers that like are just trying to be like part of this like rebel cause. It's like, yeah, dude. It's like, oh, hey, hey, dude, sir, dude, sir, yeah.
Here's also another weird tune playing. Going back and talking about the a Paper Mario stage in the next Smash, couldn't you imagine playing and having this song play in the background or something like that?
No, I'm not getting the song at the moment.
Oh.
Unless I'm supposed to imagine that I'm supposed to say yes, as in the magic of television, that like as if I can hear it from the YouTube video. In which case, absolutely.
Well, you should.
We're awesome. I love that
we're
bit.
Professionals, remember that?
Yeah, I love the bit that I just heard 3 seconds ago. That was an awesome bit. That's the best part of it that I'd love to hear.
Okay, none of those options are working. I'm trying to fix it where you can hear it, but it's not working.
Well, I think it's just because like Skype only gets your microphone input, not the computer audio.
Gotcha.
There's like plugins, and applications that you can get that can do that, but yeah, that can be for another day.
I don't tinker around as much as I used to do on my computer. Like I found a audio command where I can just plug in my mic and say computer on, and my computer would turn on, and that was my old Windows XP, and I've not done any kind of tinkering since the XP. Power punch. Stay back. Oh well.
I also love all these crazy items that they have. It's like, so, you use a Koopa shell that you makes you strong, it gives you high defense, so you just hide in it. And then okay, power punch. And that's not even
Spite pouch.
Yeah, and that's like not even bothering to get into the cooking recipes and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother video.
Yeah. That also reminds me, I've like as I told you, like at this point, currently I'm right towards the end of Zelda, and I have at no point actually gone fishing, which kind of irritates me. It's like, why? It's more my own fault than anything. It's like, why would I have not done this yet?
I have a good diverse crowd watching this fight.
Yeah, we got Toads and Shy Guys and Koopas. Oh my.
There's a hilarious moment in the final boss fight with the crowd. I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh, do you mean the final boss of the game or of this chapter?
This chapter.
Okay.
Going back to the items, I think one of the funniest items is the sleepy sheep. I just think the name of it's kind of funny. Sleepy sheep. I am the master of jumping on people's head. There was this website, well, I mean, there still is a website called Screw Attack, and one of the members of, or one of the admins of it, did a video series of weapons in video games. It was called The Armory, and he added different, talked about different weapons and stuff, and they were added to the armory, as he calls it, and one of them was Mario's feet. And it was like, total destruction have came from this man's feet. Hide your children when this Italian bastard comes by.
Well, he's got a point. I mean, hell, in Mario 2, you can see that, yeah, that's a point. Mario is so all about jumping on things that even his dreams, in Mario 2, which was his dream, as we all know, he just dreamt that him and everyone around him was so awesome that they could jump on things and they didn't even have to die from jumping on them, from touching them. They could just walk on them.
And his girlfriend could fly, and his brother could do some weird flutter jump. This is quite an emotional scene.
What's that?
Your question, the rest of the peonies. Portrait are locked. I actually stay and watch his dialogue box for a while.
Back in my day, we didn't. We waited for the real heroes to do the rescuing, not these young whippersnappers.
This is actually a female, by the way.
Really?
Even though that you didn't do it that kind of way, I can still imagine an old female that have that kind of tone of voice.
Well, pitch shift me up by like 1 decibel. Well, not like one. Pitch shift me up like 3 or 4.
1 octave.
And I'll probably sound correct.
Hey guys, y'all can get out of here. Just watch how easy it is. See how easy that was?
Yeah, seriously, aren't they smaller than the bars themselves?
I think so. Hey look, it's a future partner. Spoiler.
I don't think Goombella is the kind of person who would call another girl miss. I get the feeling she'd go like, "Hey you." Also, also because, you know, she's competing for her affections with Mario.
I could see her like call him some derogative term for female. You know, like slut or something. I can't believe that girl. Ugh.
Yeah, that's I mean, you know how Darksiders is basically Zelda? Well, like the 360 version, that's basically Paper Mario would have them actually call out other characters as sluts and assholes and everything. By the
So
way,
yeah,
you
that was
know-
an easy battle.
Okay, yeah, but you know how, you know, you can use the hammer. With the hammer, you can get 2 stylish points, right?
Yeah. I had actually watched a video.
Holy shit!
Yes. That actually kind of startled me.
I mean, this is the second chapter. You don't even, you're not gonna have 50 health points for another, like, 12 hours. At best. That's also the Grey Pikmin's ability.
Yes, they can grow to enormous size.
I actually would probably, I think that could be a good mechanic in in the next Pikmin game, if there was a new Pikmin that could grow to a size. But they've kind of already used up all the colors they can do. They can't really do green because green is one of the main colors of the environment in the Pikmin games. So it'd be almost impossible to distinguish where the green Pikmin are.
You could almost do like a dark color, like a brown or black.
Well, except then they've got the underground areas, which...
That's true.
That's the point. In Pikmin 2, did you get to that point where there's the object that you need 1,000 Pikmin to lift?
I'm embarrassed to say this, but I never actually beat Pikmin.
Of course not. Okay, well, actually, well, no, it was in Pikmin 2, but in Pikmin 2, the purple Pikmin can carry. They have the strength of 10 Pikmin, and there is one object in the final area of the game. Like once you actually beat the game and come back, there's a there's like this object, like it's a weight or something, like a dumbbell or something, that you need 1,000 Pikmin strength. So you don't just need purple Pikmin, you need all 100 of them to be purple Pikmin to carry it back to the ship.
Oh, uh-huh.
And the only way you can actually get purple and white Pikmin are by going underground, tossing 5 of your Pikmin that you already have into these flowers, and it turns them, and it spits out seeds or spores of purple Pikmin. And it's ridiculously difficult to actually farm something like that.
I was actually so close to beating Pikmin 2, but I got to this one boss, and it was just a mechanical spider is what it was. It was a small mechanical spider, and he just cleared out all my Pikmin. Like I had 100.
Was that the one in the first Pikmin?
It was the second one.
Oh yeah. He actually shoots like bombs at the Pikmin, doesn't he?
Yeah, and laser beams or something like that.
Yep.
And I would have like 100 Pikmin, and it'd be like 50 purple, and then the rest were kind of even out: red, yellow, and blue and white. But I remember having like 50 purple, and he just completely destroyed. I was like, no. I think I only had like 50 or somewhere between 50 and 60, and spared.
There is Yeah, there is like the very final boss. Once you beat the game and you go back, once you beat the game and you go back into the final area, there are 3 underground caverns, and like all of them are insanely powerful. Well, and like insanely dangerous. Like the ship computer keeps on going. Like, you know, I'm getting some serious signs of activity down there. It's like one of them, and like they're all like called ridiculous names, and they were hard. Like I kept on ending up restarting the area, and like one of them is just like boss after boss after boss or something. And the very final boss that you face is like it's got 4 segments to it, like that shoot water and fire and electricity and like poison gas or something like that. It's like you just gotta. It's one of those things where like you gotta basically go up to the area where you drop down at, segment off your Pikmin and like pick out one group that's likely to withstand it the most, and just like send them off.
That would be really, really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I only ever actually. Oh, cool. Good thing you had 40 Pikmin in your party. I mean, yeah, it was only like I only beat the game. I only beat both of those times. I only beat those games because I had I only beat them when they were on the Wii versions of them. Like I bought both Pikmin and Pikmin 2, but I couldn't actually beat them using that control scheme. Being able to select Pikmin without having to face that way or move that way makes it actually a lot easier. Especially because like with the Wii remote, you can just like quickly swipe it across the entire screen with the whistle and just round up all your Pikmin. At this rate, I'm probably just gonna play Pikmin for a Let's Enjoy.
I think I also remember the last time I played it was I kept getting the same email from the boss, and it was always, "I've sold everything, now I'm eating my hat," or something like that. Like I just kept getting that same email over and over and over again.
Yeah, I found out that apparently there was an extra video if you beat all of the challenge rooms, and I was like, no, not doing that. Which just tells you that like Louis was the one who ate the carrots, which I figured out like 10 minutes into the game.
I like how they're scared by that little spider thing. Or I'm sorry, spitter. I think that's the name. Isn't it? No, pitter.
Piter.
Piter. Pitter, piter. Pick to pickle pepper. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Actually, don't.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? No, wait, hang on. Actually, you know.
And here's a curse coming in.
Oh, really? Awesome. Hiya! Boom!
Totally worth it.
I have to say, like the whole thing about characterization, I think that was one of the things that really disappointed me a lot about the like Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and I think also possibly Super Mario Sunshine. Just that, like, I mean, it's apparent when you go into Super Mario Galaxy 2 with the throwback Galaxy, because you look at that and it's you go into it and you face Womp, in Womp's Fortress, and he's got his dialogue that he spits, and and you notice that like none of the bosses in the game actually say anything. They're just monsters that mindlessly attack you as soon as you come near them. Whereas like